Happy Sunday afternoon. Hey everybody. I'm on, I think like a minute early, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure, yep, I am where I need to be. Perfection. And then I'm able to also see your comments. I've decided to bring out my iPad again to see if I'll be able to find you guys. So happy Super Bowl Sunday. Today is Sunday, February the 11th of 2024. It's great to have you guys here with me today. As you find me in your news feed, go ahead, say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. My name is Dawn Bourget. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am the proud owner of Dawn's Creative Chalet. And I'm glad that you're in my studio with me today. We're going to do a little bit of fun stuff with some more Celebration products. Whoop, whoop. I'm excited. Because after all, we're into the home stretch of Celebration now. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate so many of you for taking the time for finding me online. I have new customers. I'm so excited, you guys. So thank you so much for supporting me and my online business. Now, for those of you that are new, as you find me on my blog, on YouTube, Facebook. Hey, Judy, hello. Happy Sunday afternoon to you. Go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. All you have to do is take your smartphone, open up your camera, act as though you're going to take a picture by pointing it at this goofy looking thing called a QR code. A little link will come on up. Tap on the link. Don't take a picture. Tap on the link. It will take you to a landing page, and right there you can sign up for my newsletter. So I'll get my fingers out of the way so you can do that while I'm yapping. Hi, Evelyn. Happy Super Bowl Sunday afternoon. Hello, hello. Oh, I am pumped up. All these 13s. I got this feeling about a 13 number. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, speaking of shopping with me, here is my February host code. So make sure to go ahead and use that as you place an order with me online. I do have an online store, which is dawnscreativechalet.stampinup.net. And if you feel better contacting me to shop with me, that's okay. Go ahead and get the items and the item numbers jotted down that you would like to order, and I can go ahead and order those for you. That's not a problem. What else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, if your order is $150 or more, don't use the host code. Go ahead and follow through with your order, because you're going to find not only are you going to get Celebration freebies, you're also going to get host rewards, as we call them, which is 10% of your order minimum at the $150 mark. So I don't want you to lose out on that. So, yeah. But again, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You have no idea. So thank you for supporting me and my business. And once again, here's the QR code. Give you a second. Okay. So with that being said, today what we're going to do, we're covering more Celebration products, since that's what we're doing. We're celebrating Celebration. For those of you who are new to the Stampin' Up! World, Celebration is the largest, the biggest, the most exciting promotion of the year, where you can earn free products with your purchases with a minimum of $50 or more. So with that being said, we're going to place with some more DSP and a brand new stamp set. Now, I don't know how many of you viewed my live. I know it was kind of a last minute thing. This last Monday, I believe that was the 5th of February on Monday. And I did a little unboxing video or a sneak peek at some upcoming online exclusives that will be available for customers starting on March 5th. Pretty awesome. So if you haven't seen that, make sure to go ahead and view it. I think you'll find it both in my group, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet Paper Crafting, or also here, where I'm live right now. You'll just have to scroll a little bit and look for that live of the sneak peeks for the online exclusives that will come out on March the 5th for customers. However, of course, there's always that but, right? I just wanted to let you know that you could get those items now if you want, just like I can, if you go ahead and purchase the starter kit and join the Creator Chalet Stampers. You can also get this, which is the Glass Mat Studio, which has, what do you want to call this thing? I call it a little cleaner mat. It's like a silicone. It's not really even silicone, is it? I don't even know what it is. It's really cool feeling though. So you can clean up your mess with just water, no chemicals. This thing is indestructible. I've tried to scrape it up with an X-Acto knife. I watercolor on it. I've been doing all kinds of things with it. Yeah, you can't goof it up. It doesn't scratch. It's heat resistant, so I've been doing my heat embossing on here, all kinds of fun stuff. Also has a, where did I put it? It's buried. Find it here. And the stack of my stuff, oh boy, it almost tumbled. I caught it. So I had some people that were asking, what is this silly thing? Just to let you know, you can, it's silicone. I'm not sure if it will, I haven't tried it as far as staining, but you can put ink pads in here and it won't skid. It stays in place. Like it's not going anywhere, which is really cool. And if it happens to not stick, you just need to clean it on the backside because it does get a little icky, right? But anyway, this is really nice because it holds our ink spots that come in like our paper pumpkin kits and our other kits. How fun is that? Or you can do watercolor mixing, multimedia mixing if you use like embossing paste and all that fun stuff for texture. So it's pretty awesome. So anyway, you can get this for free. It's the only way you can get it right now at this point. So if you're wanting this, ask me about it. And not only that, you'll get free shipping on $125 of product for 99 bucks. This alone is valued at 60 bucks. Or if you don't want this, you can choose to get $30 more in product. So it's pretty awesome. Anyway, I know I keep talking about it, but I talk about it because I believe in my heart it's a really good value. And you'll also enjoy getting a discount thereafter, a minimum of 20%. So if you love our stuff, why not come along and join us, right? Join the posse, our tribe. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are here. I got off on a little tangent there. But you found me here, so this is my page. Go ahead and make sure you like it. Hit the like button. And then if you like, join our community, our group on Facebook called Dawn's Creator Chalet Community. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and join me on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And make sure to hit the bell. It'll turn black for all the notifications. Also, check out my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. After every live, I go ahead, I put more information about today's live right there. That's like my hub for information. So make sure to check that out. And of course, my online store, which is dawnscreativechalet.stampinup.net. And that's where you can go ahead and join if you'd like. If you'd like to join us crazy paper crafting fanatics. All right. Just a couple of reminders. I know I should have refreshed this today before, but I didn't. So anyway, we just had our creative card class, which was the last of the Valentine's Day cards. We are venturing on into spring themes. So for our next class, I just closed it. It's a product-based class, so you have product included with it, and that is the Perennial Lavender Suite. It's gorgeous. I'm so excited. This is going to be on Thursday, February 22 at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. And the price on that one, I had it $48 with a $5 coupon, which I always offer. And it's going to include the designer paper, those beautiful pack of butterflies, the purple embellishments, and the linen thread. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Excited for that. Also, for March, as we leap We have a leap year, right? We have 29 days this month. It's crazy. Hey, Marie. Happy Sunday afternoon. It's good to see you, ma'am. As we get into March, on March 1st, which is on a Friday, we have Sip and Stamp, a free craft over at the Ludington, Michigan Starbucks, 12 noon to 2 p.m. First Friday of the month, right? Always first Friday of the month. Now, today's the 11th, so you're no longer able to sign up for this kit. In fact, I just seen I got a charge for my kit. I'm so excited. Maybe I'll get it as one of the first people for a change. I'm always waiting. I feel like I'm always the last person to get it. I'm pouting. Anyway, so we are leaping into March. What a great segue, right? Which is the memorable Meadows. So you'll need to subscribe by the 10th of March to get the March kit. Once again, I believe that these are still available. I haven't heard otherwise. And these coordinate, they're dies that coordinate with all 3 months for January, February, March. So if you haven't had a chance to put these other two kits, well, this one not yet, but this kit together, and you might want to think about getting the dies, the add-on. But you can only get it if you are a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin. Just like the stamp sets that are in the Paper Pumpkin kits are just for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So if you're not a part of Paper Pumpkin, you're really missing out on some good stuff. The quality of them has improved tremendously. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. All right. Speaking of celebration, Stampin' Up! Has added more items for you in case you think you've gotten it all out of here, okay, out of our brochure. They've added more products that you can choose from. And I believe that these, okay, all of these are for a $50 minimum order. And these two items are for a $100 minimum order before shipping and tax. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. And once again, I've been teasing you. Online exclusives that are coming out March the 5th. And with that being said, I can't help myself. I have to show these. I told myself, Dawn, wait. But I can't. I just can't. So along with this beautiful zinnia suite, we have a suite as well coming out in March called Latte Love. And so this weekend, instead of doing some stuff I probably should have been doing, I sat and cut out a whole bunch of die cuts and started having some fun and getting familiar with the dies and the designer series paper and all that. So do you guys want to see a couple sneak peek cards? Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. So here we go. Here's one right here. These were cut out with the die, and the image is from designer series paper. I love the stripes too. And check out that ribbon, the dot ribbon. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. And then I also made, this is to pull on the tab. And of course, there's a Starbucks gift card in there, right? And this is the, oh my gosh, it's the first time I've used the die. I almost forgot that I had it. Hi, Lisa. Happy Sunday afternoon, my sister. So anyway, this is a mini pocket die. So I decided to put the pocket on the outside. This right here, if you guys are wondering, this is from our host set that's in our mini catalog. Yeah, it's called, I think, Carnival something. I don't even know. Carnival something. Let's look that up. Why not? Because we are just hanging out until the game starts, right? Okay. So, it's this guy right here. And look at the popcorn. Like, I really like the popcorn. I hope to eat a lot of popcorn in the near future. I love popcorn. Anyway, so it's that stamp set that I got it from. And I thought it would be fun to kind of coordinate it with it. Because sometimes, you know, I get those drinks with that cool dome on top. And I love the little sentiment, this one's on me. I think it's just kind of cute. All right, and then this one here. So I really used a lot of the dies on this one. Yeah, So there's the kettle. Whoops, that's the, I guess you call this the kettle. The French press, I believe that's what it's called. Okay, you know, last time we messed up with Limu. So I'm going to try to get everything right here this week. We even have a die for these cute little coffee beans and for the little tiny teacups for either espresso or tea, in case you are a tea drinker. There is this image in the stamp set, and a die cuts that out. But it even has like the filler for the pot and the press. It's just stinking adorable. And this paper, this is one of my favorites. Oh my goodness sakes, can't help myself. And then I think, did I show this one already? I don't think I did. And I have another one in the other room that I forgot to grab. But that's just one of the suites of product that I am absolutely digging. But also today we're using a stamp set, whoops, that is going to be part of online exclusives. And I thought it worked perfectly with the paper, the designer series paper that we're using today. Oops, what'd I do with that? There we go. Put that there for you guys. So today we are using Flight and Airy. This has been extremely popular. I have, excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat, along with several packs of this paper that I've gone through making cards. It's great. It's springy. It's Easter-ish in some respects, but it can also be used for birthday, comforting, get well. Gosh, I mean, you name it, sympathy, all of the above for a lot of cards. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm going to put this stuff where it's not going to fall. Ha ha. Okay, so Flight and Airy, let's talk about it. It has a lot of colors in this paper. And I'm going to show you guys, I have the bigger 6x6 to show you. Now this is a 12x12 pack of paper. I just cut it down to 6x6. Thank you, to show you guys the two sides of the paper. It's gorgeous. I love the fact that you can fussy cut these images out to use them on your cards. And you'll see that that's what I've done, I think, a couple of cards. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It's very springy. And then a little bit more mellow. Whoops, with the birds on the back. And then some more watercolor looking paper of boho blue. And then this one here, the larger image of the birds. And it's very soft. You know what I'm saying? I love this one too. I think it's very pretty. And then, whoops. How's when you can look at the birds right side up, right? Unless they're hanging from the branches upside down, but I highly doubt that. They're very easy to fussy cut. And honestly, I am not a person who loves to fussy cut in the least. And I found that there's not a lot of dies, for an example, with the Latte Love suite. There is one for the one image of looking at the coffee cup from above, but there isn't for the coffee cups. You'll see that there's an image of random coffee cups, just like there are in my cabinet, because whenever I travel, I try to get a new Starbucks cup from wherever I'm traveling from, just to have as like a little memento. That 12x12 piece of paper, there's no dies for it. So I seriously forced myself, as I was cutting all these little bits and pieces of dies, to cut one full 12x12 sheet out, fussy cut it with scissors. And I was just like cussing the whole time because I'm not a very good fussy cutter. I always feel like my cutting looks like a 5-year-old. And I know they always say, it's really not that bad. You move the paper, not the scissors. Which I guess works a little bit better. But, oh my word, when I was done with that, I was just like, thank you. I got through this. Okay, guys. let's go ahead, show you the stamp set that we're going to use today. So again, this will be available on March 5th, or you can add this to a starter kit right now. It's called Comforting Thoughts. And as you guys can see, with me being the font junkie that I am, I think by the way, I just loaded about 50 new fonts in my laptop. I love fonts. I don't know. It's just a font junkie. But anyway, I love the mix of the fonts, and the sentiments are just, they're perfect, right? They're just really, really good sentiments. So I'm glad that they're adding more, especially this one right here. Do you guys know how many, we know how many people are going through that, right? And I have been through my own journey, and it's just nice when someone thinks about you and sends you a card. You guys, sometimes, I think because as card makers, we underestimate or don't really think about the effect that we have when we send somebody a handmade card. You guys, you know, but we just sometimes, forget, right? We're so wrapped up in the making of the cards. So that's why I always say, don't just make them and tuck them away. Make sure you send them out, because you're impacting someone's life. You are. You really are. I know that may sound silly, but you are. Okay, so we're going to use 3 different sentiments from this set. I'm going to get off the soapbox. Now, before we do, though, I do have a little squirrel moment, right? I want to show you guys a hack. You guys ready for a hack? I think last Sunday, I was talking about my Memento ink pad and how it kind of concaves after a while, because you have to pounce on it to ink up your stamps, right? I'm going to grab it. I wandered off just for a second. I'm back. So anyway, I think this is a newer one, so you can't really see it like on some of mine, but this is a felt pad. So with that, it's like a rock. So when we're using photopolymer stamps, which are see-through stamps, sometimes we have an issue working with Memento. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. I don't know why I'm noticing it more lately. Who knows? Hey, Kristen, happy Sunday crafternoon. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. And happy traveling day. You get to come back to reality. But anyway, with that being said, I pounce on this pad a lot, and I have several of them. And when they're brand new, they're great. But after a while, even with re-inking them, freshening them up with ink, they just get a little wonky. I don't know any technical term for that. So I was thumbing around on YouTube the other day while I was cutting and fussy cutting coffee cups out of a piece of 12 by 12 paper. And I think it was Diana Gibbs. And she had a hack, and I can't remember who the original person was with this hack, but she gave credit to somebody else. So there's somebody else, and you know how that goes, where we pass it around, because as crafters, we share everything, right? That's what we do, especially when it's a really good hack. So with that being said, here is the answer for this guy who's been giving me an issue lately. So you're like, Dawn, that's a white ink pad. Yeah, it is. So when you order these, it has no ink in it, but it does come with the opaque white refill. So it's a thicker ink because it's opaque, if you guys have worked with it. It's a little bit different than our classic ink pads that we have in our catalog. But I thought that this was absolutely brilliant. So I'm sharing it with you guys. And I think now these things are on low inventory because of this really cool hack. So these pads are the same pads. This set is the same pad consistency as our other classic inks, right? But again, this is empty when you get it. You have to ink it up yourself, move around the ink, make sure it's nice and gooey, and then use it. Well, let's play, because I haven't even inked this yet. So what I've done is I ordered another one of these. Here it is. I took my label maker. It's now going to be a Memento black ink pad. This is brilliant. I'm so excited. So with that, I'm taking my Memento black, okay? And again, this is more like our other ink pads, and there's no ink on it. It's empty. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to juice this guy up with Memento black ink. I'm so excited to do this and to have an ink pad that I don't have to arm wrestle with. So I take, my friends always tease me because I'm always keeping hotel card keys. You know, they use them all the time. They just dispose of them. So I keep all of mine, and also old gift cards. This is Sephora that I got for Christmas. So anyway, this is a great way. You could also use a plastic spoon because it has a nice round, you know, I don't want to call it an edge, but a spoon is nice and soft, right? So you can use that to move around your ink, but just gently move around the ink, and then you'll have, I'm going to put just a little bit more in it because we're inking it for the first time. You're going to have a Memento pad that may behave a little bit better for you. I'm going to let this sit overnight, and then I'm going to try this out. Ooh, I got a goober of black ink there. I don't want to get it on my sleeve, although I am wearing black. Might blend in, but not when we start stamping. Anyway, so there you have it. I'm going to throw that away, and I'm going to wipe this up. So it's as easy as that. So if you guys have had some issues with your Memento black ink pad, that's the hack right there. Pretty cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Sorry. I was just glancing at comments. All right. You guys, isn't that cool? How many of you guys are going to try that? I thought it was brilliant. I was like, why didn't I think of that sooner? Okay, now we can get started. So I have all my bits and bubbles here. This is the card we are going to make with that beautiful Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. Also, just to show you guys some of the other things that we're using today, along with Comforting Thoughts that will be available on March the 5th. I also used, I think I used these, which is the Stylish Shapes. These I'm always going to. These are like a have to have. Hey Beth, happy Sunday crafternoon. Isn't that a cool hack, Beth? I was just like, brilliant. I was so excited to order that up. But make sure you grab one of those if you don't already have one, or try it if you haven't already inked it with white, obviously. But I think that they're on low inventory just because of this whole hack thing. But I think it's great. So we're also using today, I believe that these came from the Thoughtful Expressions dies. So these right here, which I love, they nest within each other. They're perfect. A great size for the sentiments in that new stamp set. And let's see, what else did we use? So this is something else from Bration. We've already featured this, but I've used this on this card that we're going to make. So if you guys are wondering, it's a twofer. So for a $100 order, you get both the stamp set and the 3D embossing folder, which is pretty amazing in itself, but I am using this today, and I've already ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, now I think I got it. All right, so as far as measurements, I have my little cheat sheet on the back here. Let's rock and roll with this. We're using boho blue, which is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Also, the liner, the inside piece, is basic white, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, I got one with a rubber band that I want to use. Here's another little hack for you guys. So I had a real, I don't know, love-hate relationship with this multi-purpose glue. We also call it green glue. And so Evelyn, who's watching, she gave me one of these little bottles and said she got them on Amazon. And what's really cool about this, I'm going to put the rubber band on it that she brought over. So we're going to hold that in place, whoops, so I don't have to fuss with it while I'm working with it. But anyway, if you guys notice, on your green glue, the little dispenser hole thingy is like bigger than what it needs to be. So you're using more glue than what's really needed on all your projects. So what's really cool, these have this nice, really fine tip, and they dispense like 1/3 of the glue that I used to use. There's a couple cool things about that. One, you're saving a little money, right? Which we love because then we can buy it on other fun things like stamps and paper and all that fun stuff. And then the other thing is I don't get it as much on my fingers, which it can be such a hot mess. You guys know as paper crafters, you get a little bit of glue on your fingers and you're halfway through a project. Ay, ay, ay. That's all I got to say about that. So anyway, it's a lot easier because it's not getting all over my fingers and I'm using a lot less glue, which in turn makes me a very happy stamper. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this inside, lining it up-ish, as I always say. And then this is another piece of basic white, cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I ran it through that 3D embossing folder. Woo, love the texture. Hi, Kelly. Happy Sunday crafternoon. And by the way, you guys, if you know of other paper crafters that may enjoy a little bit of inspo, crafting inspo, go ahead and share this live. That'd be awesome. All right, we also have another piece of boho blue and some of this beautiful designer series paper. Let's see here. This is cut at 4.5 by 3 1/4, and the DSP is 4 1/4 by 3. We're gonna go ahead, we're going to glue these puppies together. And then I'm going to take some of this beautiful ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Love it. This is Bubble Bath. And it is part of a 3-pack of ribbon in our annual catalog, which I believe, and I'm using the Lemon Lolly, the Blushing Bride, and there's another color. It's a blue. I think it's Azure Blue. Hey, Laura. Happy Sunday crafternoon to you. It's good to see everybody. You guys are awesome. How many of you are getting ready for the game? Or just have people over to eat? Like, that's the best part, right? We use the excuse, yeah, we're going to watch the game. We're going to drink beer and we're going to eat a lot of good food. That isn't good for us, but we're all going to be happy, and that's what it's all about. Okay, so I put a little bit of adhesive on the back, and I use my seal, and I'm just going to do the little cheat thing. Actually, I kind of want it in the middle-ish. Ish. We're going to do this. Okay, there we go. And I'm just wrapping it around with the glue on the back. The game! Ellen says, not the food, the game. Okay, all right. Sorry. I love to razz you. You know I love you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this card because I like everything kind of bumped up a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and center it-ish onto the card. Then I've cut out these two pieces. So like I said, these nest inside. These are the Thoughtful Expressions dies. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp up the sentiment in boho blue. Now you guys, have you noticed I have not used, hey Linda, look what I have right here. I don't even care that it's not Halloween anymore. I still use it. Oh, thank you so much. I love my little pumpkin. I'm not having to use that, what do you call it? This thingy, this piercing mat. I don't need this with this. Part of the reason why our stamps stamp kind of wonky when they're photopolymer is because we're not stamping on a even surface. This is the solution right here. I'm telling you, you guys need one of these. If you haven't gotten one, you need one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I wish I could make this better. Just like that. Look at the beautiful image on that. Love it. Okay. Go ahead, take the ink off of this real quick. Look at that thing. Look how used that is. Well loved, I should say. This is well loved. And this is our Simply chamois. And I just like to put it inside one of our stamp cases. Some people look at that and go, ooh, that's gross. What is that? Anyway, when it's well used, that means that we have a happy stamper, right? Go ahead, center that down. Again, we're going to take some more dimensionals. Put this puppy down. All right. And we're going to stick this to the card right about the middle-ish again. And then taking some couple glue dots. I've already pre-made my cute little bow. Isn't this ribbon pretty? I really love it. And then the little, I don't know, gold, not gold, dawn, silver on the edge of it. Good griefers. And I just got new glasses. Holy moly. The other thing I thought would be really pretty, these carried over from the Christmas mini catalog, or the fall, or whatever you want to call it. These are the Blooming Pearls. And I believe since they've carried over, you can find them in the online store. So if you do a search for Blooming Pearls, you'll be able to find them that way, I thinky. And there is card number 1. What do you guys think on that one? I really like it. I like it a lot. All right. We'll go ahead and we will do card number 2. All my bits and pieces. I really like this one. I'm really loving the lemon lolly. You know what it reminds me of? How many of you guys go to Chick-fil-A? You're gonna laugh. But they have this amazing frozen, what do they call it? Frosted lemonade. Anyway, it's like a frozen lemonade. And if you guys have never been to a Chick-fil-A, you really need to. I know the closest one to us is near Laura in Muskegon, Michigan. So we're there a lot, or the one in Grand Rapids. But anyway, if you haven't tried that frozen lemonade stuff, it is the bomb diggity. It is so good. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that on live because we said the B word. Yeah. Anyway, this is what it reminds me of. That's what I was getting at. I know I get off on these weird tangents. Lemon lolly, cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is a piece of basic white that we've cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. This is the liner of the card. I'm not sure if I've already said that. If I did, well, now you're hearing it twice. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Then we have a piece of this beautiful designer series paper. What's on the back? Ooh, that's pretty too. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Look how little glue I use. And it works perfectly. Love it. Okay, this was a piece of DSP in that pack. Here's what's on the back, some birds. Kind of cute. This was cut at 4 1/4 by 2, and then I did a dovetail. We're going to go ahead and stick that directly to the card base, towards the top-ish. I use that ish a lot. I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to use this cute little piece. Again, this is from Thoughtful Expressions. They also have this shape that all nest together. Very cool. Some of these sets, it's like, even if I don't really like the stamp set, but that one I do, but really look at the dies, because some of those dies have some really cool, I don't want to say basic shapes, because I think like circles, squares, those are basics. But these are just, I don't know, basics with a pop of espresso. They're on steroids and they just look really pretty. So always look at those, even if you don't like the stamp set, because you might want to at least grab the dies from it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stamp this sentiment. Thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. I like that. Okay. I'll go ahead, clean this off really quick so I don't make a mess. And then we're going to nest them together. And of course, put a bow on it. Whoops. There we are. And some embellishments. Isn't that pretty? Like, I love the stitching on these dies. Just kind of kicks it up a notch, right? And then I'm going to put this on with some dimensionals. Whoops, that one didn't want to come off my finger. All right, there we go. And then I have my pre-tied bow with my cute little bow maker. And we're going to put a couple of glue dots on that since it's heavier ribbon right up towards the top. And then once again, the blooming pearls. I want to go ahead and add. I think these are so pretty. They're elegant and shiny. All right. We'll put this one, I don't know, right about. We'll put it there. Okay, so that is card number 2. Ooh, we're cruising right along. Hi, Lee. Happy Sunday afternoon. Thanks for popping on and joining us. Okay, so card number 2. We're on to number 3. Take my, the cheat sheet off of there. So here is one where you can fussy cut the little birds and some of the paper from it. So this one's going to be a little bit more interactive. So get ready to type, whether you are on your phone and you chicken peck, as I call it, like I do with a finger, or you're on a computer or an iPad with a keyboard. I want some interaction with you guys. So I cut a lot of extra bits. And I thought, this would be kind of cool. Let's kind of wing it with this one. Get it? Wing it? Pun intended. We're dealing with birds, you guys. So anyway, the card base is, I know, I'm so punny. This is boho blue. Cut it 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 and scored it 4 1/4. This piece, again, basic white, cut it 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead and glue this little guy inside the card so we can go on to the fun stuff. Just like that. All right. So I have this piece here, whoops, and a bunch of pieces. I have all kinds of pieces. This piece here is Misty Moonlight. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Then I have 3 different pieces. Oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff roaming here. 3 different pieces of designer paper. They are cut at 1 1/4 by 3. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. I think I'm going to change it up though. I don't know. Let's see. I think I still need to put that in the middle. So if I put it on the end, It's going to look kind of weird, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess while I'm doing this, I have a question for you guys. Should we put the sentiment on with a dovetail? I think that'll fit in there. Just that these are a little long, but with a dovetail piece from the Stylish Shapes. Or should we put the sentiment on? I'm trying to grab everything here. Now I got glue on part of this. With the Thoughtful Expressions dies. And I even cut out an extra of each in case I make a mistake. And then I'm going to have you guys, we'll move that away. I'm going to have you guys vote on the bird. But I just thought, you know what? Let's give you guys some choices. Dovetail or Thoughtful Expression dies. Let me know. Go ahead. Type it out. Be interactive with me. This is more fun, right? Instead of me just barking out a bunch of, what I want to call it, instructions, measurements. I love it when I have brain farts when I'm live. It's great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to do it the same way because I had these on upside down, which really would have been kind of weird. So I'm going to go ahead, put this on with dimensionals, and I'm going to check what your comments are right after I get this stuck to the card base. Thoughtful expressions, thoughtful expressions. Anybody else want to vote? Right now, Thoughtful Expressions is winning. Whoops, I almost forgot to peel that one off. Then I'd be like, why isn't it sticking? I'm sure you guys have never done that, right? All right, so far, Thoughtful Expressions. So we'll grab this one. Like I said, I cut a couple out just in case of a mishap. So we'll do Thoughtful Expressions. Go ahead and we'll stamp that up. And I'm going to use Misty Moonlight ink. And this says, wishing you comfort. And I believe I even stamped the inside of this card, you guys. Oh, I did. So I need to do that. Hope this is a feeling better kind of day. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Okay. So I'm going to put this towards the bottom because the last time when I put my birds in place, I was kind of hiding wishing. Look at that. Perfect impression. And no piercing mat needed. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and layer this together. Just like that. And we'll put this on with dimensionals. And then while I'm doing that, vote on which bird we should add. I was perplexed. I wasn't sure. Whoops, actually. So we'll do it this way. Bird 1 is on the top. Bird 2 on the left. Bird 3 on the right. It's almost like a vision test, right? Bird 1, bird 2, bird 3. Go ahead and vote right now. 1, 2, or 3. And that's what we will add to our card. See, isn't this fun? Keep you guys on your toes. 1, 2, or 3. Evelyn says 2, which is this one right here. 1, 2, or 3. Keep voting, you guys. All right, Judy says 2. I'm going to leave a little extra room because last time I didn't. Whoops, so we're going to put it right down there. Bird number 3, says Laura. I like the yellow. Yeah, the yellow is pretty, isn't it? I've included an extra ribbon in yellow. Isn't that crazy? Even though there's no yellow in the card, unless we were to use the yellow bird, I thought it might be kind of pretty. Anybody else want to vote? We have two twos, and 1 3. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do 2 We'll go ahead and put that there. There is a little bit yellow on here. So the next question, okay, you guys ready? Should we do the yellow bow to draw out the yellow in the middle of the flower? I'm going to get the little birdies out of the way. They'll be distracting us. Or should we do, I believe this is actually Night of Navy ribbon, but I thought it still worked. So Night of Navy, Lemon Lolly. Which would we like to see on this card? I'm going to go ahead, put the birds on. Night of Navy or Lemon Lolly for the bow. I like this. This is fun. And I know I'm a little delayed, which is really weird. It's kind of like in Radioland when I used to DJ, and it was always like 10 to 15 minute delay. So it was almost like I was talking to myself. I'm like, hello, anybody out there? Okay, so we have our birds. So once again, do we want to do the blue ribbon or the lemon lolly? Actually, this is Night of Navy, but blue nonetheless. Lemon lolly, lemon lolly. All right, we'll do lemon lolly, you guys. We shall go ahead and add the lemon lolly bow. I think this is going to brighten it up. Whereas this one's beautiful, but it's a little dark. All right, there we are. So that is card number 3 that you guys helped me create today. That was fun. Good job, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all 3 of the cards here. So there's that one, and that one, and that one. All right. So I hope I've given you, oh, and by the way, don't leave. Stay right there. I have some more cards to show you guys, and I'm remembering to show you. That's really nice, isn't it, Dawn? Anyway, these are the 3 cards that we've made today, which are really, really pretty. And I love the stamp set. This is a really good one, and it's only 20 bucks. And it'll be available, like I said, March 5th, or you could put it in a starter kit right now. Okay, so I grabbed other cards that I've had, some swap cards and things that have also featured the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. So with that, I thought I would share with you guys some other cards. That's really pretty. I like the Calypso coral that was used on this one. It brightened it right up. And then some of you may remember this. I think I did this, gosh, when did I do this? Way back at the beginning of Celebration. And I thought that was kind of fun. This is the Countryside Dies, I believe. And then this card right here was a swap card, which gave me the inspiration for this card. So if you kind of see, they're similar, yet they're a little different. Here's another card using that embossing folder. I love it. And that they use vellum, which is really cool to stamp on. This one here gave me inspiration for this card right here. You're going to see some similarities to it, right? This is, I think it's Thoughtful, no. I don't remember the name of this one. You guys will help me out. And I know it starts with an E. Anyway, it gave me the inspiration for that card. Pretty cool. And then this one was a card that I made for one of our lives featuring that stamp set, which is called, oh my goodness, it's free with a $50 minimum order. Heartfelt sayings, heartfelt hexagons, something like that. I don't know, but it fits the hexagon punch. Say that 10 times fast. Holy moly. And then here's another pretty swap card that I received. And again, that same stamp set. And another one that I received. And kind of cool that they use that ovalish punch. That's that 2-layer oval. This one here, some beautiful use of the Designer Series paper. And again, this is that stamp set that I can't think of. Oh my God. Heartfelt hellos. Yes. Thank you very much, you guys. You're awesome. Thank you, Judy. And here's another one. This one I really, really like. I need to be making some more sympathy cards. I had that discussion with my gals on Thursday when they were here about that. Here's a card that I did make. So some of you may have seen this one. I think that we did this for a catalog kickoff as a sympathy type card, or for, you know, I don't know, someone being sick, something like that. And then this one I made, I don't know if I made this as one of the lives. I can't remember now, but I love that font. That is from a set in the annual catalog. And I think it's called Layering Leaves, I believe. And I love that font. I think it's really pretty. So anyway, there was some extra inspo for you. So we had the extra inspo. We did 3 cards, and we had a hack for the Memento black ink pad today. I hope you guys had some fun and maybe learned something. I don't know, maybe not. But I'm just glad in general that you are here with me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me and my business. I appreciate it very much. Now, next Sunday, which is the 18th, I am not going to be home. I will be flying back from Florida. I'm literally going to visit Mickey Mouse. I am getting to see Mickey and the person behind the Mickey. But anyway, with that being said, I was teetering with trying to record something in advance, and I'm just not sure. If anything, though, I was thinking what I will do is I may just pop on and do a live from maybe Magic Kingdom or something and say hello. What do you guys think of that? That'd be kind of fun. So I'm sure I'll be sharing some pictures with my favorite mouse and other characters, because I love to chase all the characters around. I'm like a big kid. But then we'll be right back to it. And, you know, leap year is like coming up. The leap year day, the 29th. So keep your ears, like how I segued into that with Mickey Mouse and ears, keep your ears peeled for something that I may do for leap year. Okay? All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday, no matter who you're rooting for. I really don't have anybody in particular I'm rooting for, other than I really like the number 13 right now. It's all kind of, I don't know. Isn't there a quarterback with the number 13? Do a live while you're riding a roller coaster? You guys want to hear me scream? Seriously? Honestly, I've been following a few people on TikTok who like live in that area, and they're at the parks like every weekend, because I've been kind of trying to keep track of like how busy it is, what the temperature is, so I know what to pack, because I always overpack, like always. And it's just a long weekend. I'm leaving on Wednesday and I'm coming back on next Sunday. So, yeah, and I have a full suitcase. Need to be prepared, you know. But I don't know if I'll be able to do a roller coaster. I know I was seeing Tron today live, and I was like, whoa, that's interesting. I have been on the rock and roller coaster. I was fooled by the fact that I was being told that it didn't go upside down, and it did. I was not happy, but I did survive. So that one is pretty cool, because I'm a rock and roll gal anyway. So the music that goes along with that roller coaster is pretty cool. The 13 is the 49ers quarterback. I thought so. Interesting, huh? We'll see what happens. That's all I'm going to say. We'll just see what happens today. Anyway, thanks again, you guys. And we will be actually live, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. But I may pop on in between and surprise you guys during the midweek. So keep your eyes peeled, and we'll see what I can share some pictures and all that kind of fun stuff. All right. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Thanks again. Thanks for supporting me. You guys are awesome. You rock. We'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.